Hey everybody on YouTube, good morning. Today I'm going to do another vintage video repair. This is kind of an unusual repair today. Actually, we just got this machine, just wanted to point it out. This is a Sanyo Vtr-1350. This is a black and white machine, I believe. But the unusual thing is this is a time-lapse machine. You can do various different recordings in different times. So you can get various different speeds out of this thing. Sometimes, from time to time, you're going to come across an EIAJ tape that the speeds are not quite right. If you don't know what the machine is, there are several time-lapse machines. That's what they call this, a time-lapse machine. And it takes this machine to actually recover that tape if the speed is lower than 7.5 IPS. If it's lower than 7.5 IPS or higher in 7.5 IPS, you're going to notice there'll be faster speeds, slower speeds, whatever the deal is. You're going to notice that standard EIAJs do not play those tapes. So you got to have a machine either like this, and there's a couple other machines that are time-lapse. I think one made by Panasonic. But time-lapse machines are unusual because they are very unique. Different times on, you can record on the tape in various different speeds. These were used for like surveillance, like I used to hook cameras up at night and they'd run for surveillance of stores and things like that during the day. Because they're time-lapse, they can run an awful lot of time on one tape, just like they did with the VCRs later in the 80s. But this is a time-lapse machine. As you notice, it's a very robust machine. You know, it's got play features. I love the little button features on this thing. It really kicks butt. This is kind of cool in a way. It's got long play, slow play, rewind. I was checking. Capacitors do look like they need to be changed, but that doesn't seem to be the issue. I think a lot of the switches need to be cleaned out on this thing. It's a very unique machine. As you tip it up on its end, as you can see, even has like a fan on the bottom of it. That's kind of a weird fan compared to the plastic ones they started to use. I changed out the belts, as you can see. And what cool thing about this is I can unplug the boards and clean them and then plug them right back in. I love that. That way you don't have any permanent soldered wires. It's kind of neat because see these plugs? They're all pluggable on this. I love this. You don't see this very often on a reel-to-reel machine, especially like an EIAJ. They're never like unpluggable. You have to sit there and actually unsolder them from the boards. You know, if there's an issue, and then you got the audio board and you got another video board up on top. But I changed out the belt. As you always want kind of a snug belt. That always does help. You don't want it to slide too much on the pulleys. I did do that, and I was checking for video signal. And, the switches seem to be very, very dirty on this thing. Well, I picked this up. Well, actually, it was a donation. This was donated by Roger. He's out in Ohio. He saw this on eBay. He bought it. He thought he could use it to do some tapes of his. And, well, he found out it didn't work, so he shipped me the machine and the tapes. So I ended up converting the tapes and getting the machine at the same time as a donation. I want to thank Roger for donating this machine. I did transfer his tape successfully, and he didn't have to bother with it. He spent like 500 hours on this machine because it is a time-lapse machine, and the tapes that he had is time-lapse, and you just can't do those on a normal EIAJ. You must have this type of machine if it was done with these type of speeds, like 12, 24, or 48. Well, it was done on this machine. He bought it off eBay. He spent a lot of money for it. And I keep telling people, stop wasting your money on eBay because you're going to get screwed big time because these machines, 40 years plus, I guarantee you they're not going to work. They're going to need servicing. And if you buy a machine and say you spend 500 hours and you want to transfer like 25 tapes or something like that, you're not going to be able to do it. So he ended up giving me the machine and giving me the tapes to transfer for him. And I had to combine a total price for all that to give him kind of a good deal. But I ended up getting the machine in as parts as well. But I'm going to restore this machine because it's a very good machine. I like it that it's got a push button on it. But, it's a black and white machine, but it's different speeds. Very, very unusual machine. So, like I said, time-lapse machines are not the same as EIAJ. If you guys got reel-to-reel tapes and you need them transferred, contact us here at Obsolete Video Services. We do the black and white and color, and we have various time-lapse machines we can do these with. Get them done right at a good price. Don't waste your money on eBay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.